Supporters of Sean Diddy Combs have come forward since our interview with Natanya Rubin, and you remember we talked to her. She says that Diddy is the one who shot her at that club. But the supporters are now saying that Diddy didn't even want to take a plea deal in the 1999 club shooting because he was, quote, so sure of his innocence. They also said that information from someone who is claiming things that aren't true, who's looking for a payday. They said payday is not going to change that. Natanya Rubin joins us once again now. Natanya, we appreciate your time again. First of all, I want to know your reaction to these people now around Diddy who are coming out in support of him, saying that he was so sure of his innocence and that that's the reason he didn't take a plea deal in the case that you were involved in where you got shot.
So first and foremost, Brian, thank you for having me back on. And I give very little credibility to what they're saying because while everyone else is Monday morning quarterbacking, I am the survivor. And it is my assertion wholeheartedly that Mr. Combs was inappropriately charged originally. His charges should have mirrored that of Mr. Jamal Shyne Barrow. He should have been charged with attempted murder, a reckless endangerment, criminal possession of a weapon, and firing that weapon in an open environment.
And you bring up Shyne. One of the questions that I've gotten several times since the last time we spoke to you is that people want to know whether you believe that Shyne was convicted of a crime he didn't commit because he is the one who ultimately...
Absolutely not. Absolutely not. Jamal Shyne Barrow admitted on the Combat Jack podcast back in the days, rest in peace to Combat Jack, he admitted that he fired his gun and shot Julius Jones in the shoulder. Mr. Combs did not have accountability for what he did. I physically, who better to tell you what happened than the person who got shot smack dab in between my eyes?
Back then, Natanya, do you feel like they had made up their mind about who they were going to blame for this before they even talked to you, or?
Listen, here's what I know beyond a shadow of a doubt. Respectability politics. He was a notable figure. He was a multimillionaire. He had popularity, fame, all of a perfect storm of you get away with it. We know the country we live in. Unfortunately, those who have the money can oftentimes get away with their crimes. Unfortunately, and those who don't have the same social ranking are overlooked. And that's what has happened. By the grace of God, God saw fit to keep me whole, keep my mind sane and functioning, and keep me alive for such a time as this. And make no mistake, the gravity of the danger and the peril that I face and that I'm exposed to for having my say now, for what was done to me 24 years ago, is not lost on me. But let me make clear beyond a shadow of a doubt. I am not now, nor have I ever been suicidal. I love life. And I'm grateful that God spared my life back on that fateful day on December 27th, 1999. I'm a living miracle.
Yeah, you are clearly a very... Sorry to interrupt you, but you are a very strong woman. I mean, that is very, very clear. And you have done your research, and you deserve to have your voice heard, which is one of the reasons.
And I think it's important for me to say I'm a healthy woman. I live a simple, quiet, risk-averse life. So if I should meet with an untimely demise, it would require and be worthy of deep investigation. I understand the peril of what I am exposing my life to. If God
it's disturbing to hear you say that. But
to have my say, it's disturbing for me to think it and feel it. But I am healthy. I don't have any intentions of going anywhere. I'm grateful that God spared me, and I plan to live out my life to see my children's lives actualized and realized. Well, I don't want to play against semantics.
We appreciate you coming on again, Natanya. I mean, I'm glad you were able to respond to this latest statement from people around Diddy, and we'll continue to give you a voice on this. So thank you, Natanya.
It's dismissive to think that if someone files a lawsuit that they should be ridiculed.
Yeah.
If I didn't suffer, I'm willing to have a doctor remove a part of the 9mm bullet in my face so that they can use it as evidence if need be for this trial. And it may cost me my life.
You would be willing to do that now?
I'm willing to do.
Oh my gosh.
So what do they have to say to that?
Yeah. Okay.
I have 9 bullets. I'm sure I can spare one.
Okay. Well, we'll be in touch. We'll see how this moves forward. There's a lot of moving parts with Diddy right now. So, okay.
It opens wounds. When you hear, the victim saying that it was Diddy that shot her, that is what is the most remarkable. Oh, you didn't see that?
I saw it.
Okay. And that was triggered by a lawsuit from a producer that produced on the Love album, who is making accusations, and in those accusations, he says that the gentleman confessed to the shooting. And that is what stands out to me the most, because, I've done my best to put it behind me and to move forward. But it certainly reopens the wounds that I've been saying this all along. Everyone knew all along that I was the fall guy. But my political enemies and, detractors tried to make me into, this criminal. But everyone knew that I was a young kid that took the fall. Everyone knew that. That was the story. I'm just saying that I maintained my innocence all this time. I said I was defending myself. I didn't get into who did what. But the victim is telling you who did what. And I understand that there are other witnesses.
Is she accurate, sir?
I'm not going to get into that. But it does open wounds. And certainly I am relieved that people are saying what the truth is. That, I did not shoot those people. I maintain that I never shoot nobody. That there were other guns there. I always said that. That has not changed. And that is the testimony that came out. Fragments were never removed. So there was never any forensic testing to say who it was. But the victims are vindicating me. Witnesses are vindicating me. But I have moved on. I'm not trying to relive that. And so I am appreciative of whatever contributions Diddy has made to help the people of Belize. I wish him well. I pray for him, and I pray for the alleged victims. And if it is true, may justice be served. If it is not, it's a tragedy, because a global icon would have been destroyed.
What is up with it, y'all? It's Coffee on the vid. Tapping back in, man. And yo, it is a trip at this point seeing Shyne Poe. Like, this ain't the first time I've seen him like this, doing his political thing and all that. I've been keeping up on Shyne Poe since he touched down, since it looked like he was going to be on Cash Money Records after getting deported up out of the country. The way they did him was dirty, too. Y'all really know how they did him, man? It is a trip, man. In New York State, it used to be, I believe, on a violent crime or whatever it was, you would get a flat bid. For a long time, they switched that, where a flat bid back in the day meant if you get 5 flat, you do 5, you come home, that's it, you're good. Then they switched it, to post-release. I think it would be 5 flat, you would get 5 post-release. So it was really like a 5 to 10 or whatever, But Shyne got 9 flat, and they were trying, he got it when it was the old way, when you didn't get the post-release time, and his attorneys were fighting and everything, because when they switched the rules, they were trying to re-sentence him under the new guidelines and give him that post-release time, and his attorneys fought everything. He got the W. He's coming, like, he ain't gonna have to do all that. Well, they had the trick up their sleeve for old Shyne Poe, man, because he got out, walked out them gates a free man, no post-release, no nothing, no Nathan, and immigration snatched him up and took him from outside of the prison gates where he was at. I think it was Clinton, I'm not sure, and took him to Batavia, New York, which is where the federal holdover was at. And he sat until they deported him back to Belize. I believe he had some idea that could happen, that he was going to get deported. And then, it was like he was doing some music with Cash Money. It looked like he was going to sign to them, was on the Lil Wayne Carter album and all that. But he was never able to get back into the US of A originally. And at some point, he just gave the rap dreams up and followed in his father's footsteps, the Prime Minister of Belize, trying to be the Prime Minister himself. So I've been following this all. I've seen Shyne, in the suit, spitting his political talk and all that before, but I swear he's looking different and different, more like Obama. Like, comment, y'all, is that Shyne Obama or what? I swear, he looks like a whole nother person. He's morphing more into the politician. It's changing the way he looks and everything. It's crazy. But how about that, what he's talking about one of these victims, you know, as it seems to me. I keep saying I think Diddy's going to get hit with the RICO. Let me know if you think that's going to happen as well, you know, because they're digging back into old investigations and everything, and the whole Club New York shooting that Shyne did that time for. You know, they've been looking into if J-Lo had the strap, if Diddy made her hold it, and, you know, you heard him. He was the fall guy. Diddy walked free, Shyne convicted at trial, 9 years flat. And, you know, he did interviews and let it be known that there was shit Diddy was doing strategically, legally, that hurt him. And I'm not positive. I think he might have even cut him off on some bread that was helping aid in Shyne's legal defense. I think, allegedly. I don't know. But I hear him say all this, and I believe it's true. But at the same time, I think Shyne's kind of doing his political spin. You know what I'm saying? Where he definitely was like a fall guy for Diddy. I think everyone feels that way to a degree, and like Diddy hung him out to dry as he was sticking up for Diddy. And you heard him say there he was defending himself. His life was on the line. You know what I mean? But I've also heard Shyne say how there was real gangsters that he turned his gun on that snitched on him. So, you know, at times he's confessed as well to shooting. But I don't know in all this that he's saying he wasn't the shooter at all. Whereas he's still really not saying anything, getting into what's true or not about these allegations. But it's just almost kind of like, in a way, there's talk of like that Diddy might have bust some shots as well or something like that. I don't know, man. Everyone comment and let me know what you're getting from this. But he didn't say nothing then. He's not really saying anything now, even though he ain't a G no more. He's a politician. And I got to point out, too, isn't it wild? Is it just from Shyne being out of the country so long that he totally sounds like a different person? His accent is all the way back as well. And Shyne is a native of Belize, but spent a lot of time in New York, in the United States. And I mean, you know, some cats, if they rap or sing, maybe their accent don't come through, or vice versa. But in interviews, we've heard Shyne before where his accent wasn't thick like this. So it could be just that he's been back in Belize so long, speaking, you know, I believe his native, you know, the way he speaks over there, to the point he's got an accent. I don't know. It's a trip in a sense. But a lot of this, it feels like I said, like he's using this for his political advancement, as him and Diddy met up twice and squashed the issue after he got out. And the last time I seen them really collaborate was when Shyne first got into the political game. He's got something where he's like the leader of the opposition or something like that, where he's trying to be able to get in to the politics, where I don't think he could actually be elected, you know, because of his violent criminal conviction in the US of A. And that opposition has been trying to fight to change that so that he could take office, is what I recall happening. And, you know, he's talked about helping the youth change their life and talking about, you know, what that road will take you down and everything. But it's been like, at the end of the day, the rules are the rules, and his criminal record has really stopped him from taking over for his father. And with something like this, really pushes good for his cause, that he deserves to be able to, you know, be a politician and be elected official over in his country. But there is a woman too, I think, who has been trying to sue Diddy for years, saying he was responsible for her getting shot. I think a girl who got shot in the face. Now, some people might say, well, really, you know, Diddy's the one that had the bag. Shyne went to prison and his cake wasn't as long as Diddy's to begin with. But so some may say it's just a money grab, but a lot of this is just raising a lot of questions at the end of the day. In my opinion, I want to know what your opinion is. Comment. Let me know, do you think this is true, that Diddy was busting a gun off in there as well? Do you think Diddy flucked Shyne over back in the day? Like I said, they have reconciled, and you heard even the way he said all that with all the allegations against Diddy. He did it in a real slick way, where it was like he wasn't trying to ish on Diddy or bury him, even though Shyne was the godfather buried alive. But I don't know. I just thought this was a pretty intriguing interview right here, you know. So everyone comment and let me know what you take away from it. You see 50 Cent reacting to it, you know what I mean? You know, he's posting everything Diddy, and he's just saying, man, this docuseries that's coming on the way is going to be epic. It's going to be huge. And then how about this meme, man? We know 50 Cent, he knows how to use the internet, king of the Instagram memes and comedy and everything in this conversation, like this text convo, Diddy messaging 50 like, come over for a drink. Yo, it's 1 a.m. I'm good. I'll put you on my next video. Yo, what kind of video you talking about? I don't think I want to be in the kind of video you're talking about. A rap video. Yo, fuck out of here with your weird ass shopping propositions in bum ass Ciroc vodka, which we know obviously Diddy ain't involved with anymore. But this is comedy gold as always. So Fifth just doing what he does, man. You know, getting at Diddy, laughing at his downfall. Some, you know, theorize that there's some real ish behind the scenes that Fifth knows that he hasn't shared with everyone about Diddy. Like I keep saying, like a smoking gun that really exposes him. We'll have to wait and see when that docuseries drops. But this is also huge for this news that we're seeing here with the docuseries that's going to come out under his G-Unit Film and Television. As we know, Fifth has shifted away from rap long ago into making TV shows, content, hip-hop homicides, all the shows in the Power universe, starred in a lot of movies. And now they're saying G-Unit headquarters, I believe the film and TV headquarters is coming to Shreveport, Louisiana. And this is a big deal down there. They're saying it's going to bring opportunities to people from Shreveport. I don't know if they're going to hire, you know, assistants and helping hands right out the community to work for G-Unit Films and all that in that sense, or in the sense of local filmmakers trying to get on, or I don't know, you know, or them hiring people if they're filming stuff there. I don't know if there's a tax credit in Louisiana like there used to be in Florida for film and television. We'll have to see, but this is big. Fifth is celebrating, and Diddy back up against the wall. Shyne post speaking out. Hit the comments and let me know what you think about it all. Subscribe and stay tuned for more. It's Coffee signing out, y'all. Peace.